Coach, you can start us off some opening comments.
Extremely pleased with taking the Egg Bowl back to Oxford. It's it's been difficult, as many of you have pointed out all week long. But it's difficult to win this on the road, and when you're playing in a hostile environment. I was real pleased with our kids' preparation. I want to say this too: some of the way our world goes now, and I know it is what it is, but it's unfortunate that the loser of this game gets to get raked over the coals by some of you guys. Both teams have had good years, and it speaks volumes that this game now means something nationally, and it's a credit to both staffs, both kids, administrations that are investing in making our programs relevant. I think it's great for our state, and I hope you'll take that into consideration as you write about the years, because both teams have had good years, and it's really unfortunate that some are going to have to, get criticized or whatever it is. I know that's just the way our sport is, but again, really pleased with our kids. Just thought all week long, I thought they were ready, and loved our preparation, loved the plan we had all week, and excited to again take that egg back to Oxford. It means so much to our people, to our program, and thrilled, excited. I know that there's one negative is we're 4th and 25 from going to Atlanta. Now, we could dwell on that and the what ifs and all of that, but I think it speaks volumes of where we've come in just our 4 years here. And kind of stinks, but you know what? We'll go to a great bowl game somewhere, hopefully, and look forward to competing again.
Hugh, along those lines, this team's legacy, I know you have a bowl left and all that, but this team's legacy going forward, what do you think it is?
I think in time, we'll certainly be able to know, but I want to say that I think that this group has made us nationally relevant, and I think that's going to help us continue to recruit at a high level and bring in kids like Robert Kimdichie, Laramie Tunsil, and Juan Treadwells, and which ultimately you've got to have some of those to go to Atlanta, which that's what we want to do. We were very, we're whiskers hair, from doing that this year. And I think because of this team, and obviously holding the Magnolia Bowl and the Egg Bowl at the same time, and it's hard that's big for our program. And I don't think we have a losing record against anybody in the SEC West. And again, to come from where we did 4 years ago, I think this group, that is the legacy. They made us relevant. It's hard for anyone to argue that. But I think we're getting close to even being beyond that and playing a significant role in who decides this conference. And every year is different. Who knows what next year holds? You see that all the time with teams. So we've got to find a way to be consistent.
Hugh, Chad was turnover-free for the third straight game. What's different about the way he's protecting the ball?
I think just the added focus and more comfort in the system. He forced some things early on in the season, and I think another thing that probably helped him is we made a decision about 3 weeks ago with the last 3 games. All right, now it's time to put our quarterback runs in, and I don't know if those gave him the comfort to pull it down and scramble more. Early in the year, we were not calling any of those runs because you wanted to protect him, take care of him, get it through the year. And so with about 3 to go, we said, all right, it's time to let's be who we, let's do everything we can do. And I don't know, I think that gave him an additional freedom or feeling anyway, man. You know what, as soon as I feel things breaking down, I'm going to use my legs. And that helped him probably not force them.
28-3, obviously, is a big key to the game at half.
Yeah, I loved the way we started. I felt like our D-line was an advantage going into the game. The problem we've had, and it showed again tonight, is just we've got a depth issue with all the injuries we've suffered on the defense. And man, we get tired, and you're playing a tremendous competitor in Dak, and he's not going to go away. He's going to continue to come at you. But I think if there's a negative, it's the missed field goals. I mean, you make those, and the game can get out of hand not out of hand, but we've got a more comfortable lead. And our special teams did not play particularly well tonight, and we needed those points at that time for sure.
Hugh, for it to come from Arkansas and then to win against LSU, then to come here and win, what do you think it says about the resiliency of the team and just to bounce back?
Yeah.
You said they bounced back well all year.
Well, I've said this before. Our kids and our staff, if you look at the course of history, we have been able to bounce back from gut-wrenching, difficult deals. I think it speaks, to be very candid, I think it speaks to our faith in something bigger than us and in each other, and us being able to model that with a consistency around the office, never too high, never too low. You know, that's something I want to be known for, and I think our kids have kind of responded to during those difficult times to that.
When you're playing your best football like you were in the first half, we've seen at times this year, how good is this team?
I wish we were playing next week in Atlanta. I think we'd win. You know, that's what I feel. But you know, we're not. But that speaks to say that you have a team that could go and win that conference. I think says what I feel about our guys right now.
Hugh, how much does it mean to you that you guys have won 2 in a row and that you're 3-1 since you got here against Mississippi State?
Well, you guys probably get to decide that for me, but I've said all along, Hugh, you followed us, you know, man, I understand the importance of this game, and I don't run from it. I know that I'll be judged upon this game, and so will Dan, fairly or unfairly. How much that weighs, you know what, I don't get to decide that. Our administration, their administration, and you guys get to, but there is no running from it. It is a huge game on your schedule, and it is one when you win it. It makes Christmas much, much sweeter, and recruiting, and the whole year long. My summer golf, I can enjoy it more. I don't have to duck and hide. If I'm at Old Waverly where I like to go, and you know, it's just it means a lot to our fans and to our kids. You know, I mean, C.J. Johnson, you know, it means a lot to him. These Mississippi kids, they have to do life together, and so do the people going to church tomorrow and next week at work, and you know, it makes you. It's important.
UDAC obviously such a big part of what they do, and an emotional night for him. Did you sense him pressing a little bit early on?
No, I just thought we got after him, hurt him. I thought he was very uncomfortable in the pocket, and that was our goal, is to get after him early and make him one-dimensional. Again, I have great respect for Dak, and he's been glad I got to see him after the game and tell him that, and I'm glad he's moving on.
Going into this season,
He is through, right?
going into the season with, I know you can't talk about recruiting, but you're in on a lot of national recruits. Did you have to have a season like this to solidify your chances with those guys?
I don't think we had to have it to get in the game, but there's no question if you don't finish strong, you know, all of those deals get a little iffy. Now, that doesn't mean your relationships don't win out in the end. I've said that all along, that I think relationships win out in most cases. But on the national guys, you need to have some momentum. I say, you know, I don't know if you need to, but it certainly can hurt you if you walk into it. I'm going into 3 homes tomorrow, you know, and they're big time players, and it's going to be, that meeting's going to be a lot better.
What do you expect from the bowl situation now? Are you just kind of up in the air? Have you heard anything? Or?
Yeah, that's a Ross question, and I don't. I hope. I don't know if I can say where I hope we go.
Why not? Go for it.
I better not. But you know what? I don't know. I really haven't seen the scores from today, but you know, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that we get in one of those New Year's Six for sure. We want another chance at that. I want a little. I want a shot at that, and I think if I can sell our kids, I mean, with the way Chad's playing, and Laramie and Rob and Laquan and those guys, I think our fans will travel, and we would love the honor of coming to one of those New Year's Six bowls.
Do you feel like the last 8 quarters in some way have validated you guys as deserving of that?
I do. I think so. If you look at you know, the way we played against you know, LSU was a top-ranked team for part of the year. State's beaten a lot of quality teams. We beat the number 2 ranked team in the country. I just, hopefully they'll see it that way.
Coach Freeze, overall, how did you feel about your team's performance tonight and the way they handled business and moved on now to U bowl game?
Yeah, it felt great. Loved our preparation, loved our focus all week, and I was very clear from Sunday after LSU. Here's how you go in there and win. And I was very clear and showed them point by point. Here are the 3 ways you go in there and win. And I just, my coaches and everyone in the building harped on it all week long, and I think it took.
What were those 3 points of emphasis?
I'm not going to tell you my 3 points.
All right, guys, thank you. We'll let Coach go.